Hey, what's up? My name's Ernesto, owner of 64 Beetlejuice. Come hang out with me and Oscar today as we go to take a ride in San Francisco.
Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Oscar and I'm bringing you guys another video. On today's video, we are here with Ernesto and we're located in San Francisco at Treasure Island. And we are meeting up here because we're gonna go ahead and spend the day together and get to know him and his car a little bit better. I know you guys probably have seen his car in many of my videos, but you guys haven't got a chance to meet Ernesto. He's a really cool guy. So today we're gonna be focusing on him, and of course we're gonna be spending the day in the city, so you can't really go wrong. Make sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do.
Alright, so at this point we knew we had to make it to the top of the hill to get some pictures of Ernesto and his car. And look at that shot right there. Beautiful. That's San Francisco for you guys. So we're making our way up to this hill. You can see another shot right there to the left. And we decided to park right over here. And to be honest, I would not recommend this spot. We got kicked out within 5 minutes of Ernesto parking his car. But we were able to get at least 5 shots. Here are some of the photos that I took. And I just want to be clear, I don't consider myself a photographer. I just like taking photos of cars, and especially nowadays my kid. And kind of like this guy right here. I caught this guy at the right time taking a picture of Ernesto's Beetlejuice. And this was so much fun. San Francisco is such a beautiful city. A lot of people talk down about San Francisco, but if you haven't been there, definitely have to check it out. And we're almost at our second destination.
So what's going on? We finally made it to our spot. We're right next to the Golden Gate Bridge, and we are here with Ernesto. We drove around the city, and it was a pleasure to follow Ernesto around. A lot of people were kind of just trying to grab their phone as fast as possible so they can get a shot of the car. A lot of people were breaking their necks, so it was a really good experience. It makes you wonder what these people are thinking. I mean, I'm sure they have other stories in the past times about Volkswagen, but let's go ahead and figure out about Ernesto. Let's ask him some questions and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and start off by where are you from?
I'm from Oakley, California.
Oakley, California. How long have you been living in Oakley?
About 20 years now.
20 years?
Yeah.
Wow. Childhood. Where were you born originally?
El Salvador.
El Salvador. So he is Hispanic.
Yep.
You speak Spanish?
Sí.
Hey, there you go. There you go. So when did you purchase your Volkswagen, your Beetle?
Yeah, I got it coming out of COVID.
Right after COVID?
Yeah.
And what made you want to buy it?
I always wanted a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
My first car was actually supposed to be a Volkswagen, but...
What year?
I think it was a 67. It was a white 67.
A Beetle?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what happened to that?
I had the money and the car broke down.
Oh no. And did you stop looking after that, or did you try to find another car to purchase?
So I really wanted that car, but my other friend had a 64 Impala. Okay. And this was mid-90s. So I took the chance on, my first car was actually a 64 Impala. But like,
Were you into lowriders before
Yeah.
Volkswagens, or were you a Volkswagen guy first?
I was into lowriders because I would collect all the lowrider magazines. But in one magazine, I saw a Volkswagen. I saw a Bug in there.
And that's
And
what did it for you.
It did it for me. And then I noticed a guy in the neighborhood had a blue. It was a two-tone blue and white Volkswagen, tinted windows. And when I saw that in person, I was like, oh shit, badass.
You needed to have it.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you purchased the car, did you have this theme in mind already, the Beetlejuice, or did that kind of come after you purchased the car?
So actually, I was gonna buy a white '69, and then this one came up for sale, and it came, it was purple and white two-tone, how it is right now, and it really stood out. So I jumped on this one. I made the guy a deal.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then I brought it home, had it in the garage, and I was looking at it, and shit, it's Beetlejuice.
So it just came natural. Like there was no effort or anything.
Nope.
You kind of looked at it one day, and it was just Beetlejuice, and then you started throwing Beetlejuice stuff at it.
That's it. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. And what's your favorite part about this car? What's one thing that you're always looking at, or you're very obsessed with?
So what I love about these cars are the smoothie rims.
Okay.
That's what to me stands
with the
out.
white walls.
I'm trying to do away with the white wall now. It's gonna have a new look.
Okay.
But,
no white wall then.
Yeah. I'm gonna ditch the white wall.
So right now he's planning on getting a bigger rim set in the back, so he has a better profile on with the tires and all that.
Yeah, going with 8-inch deep dishes in the rear and stocks in the front.
So that'll make the ride a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And do you try to attend to all the car shows every year?
I tried to. This last year, I tried to go to all of them. Except towards the end of the year, it did get a little exhausting.
A little hectic.
Yeah.
That's how we know each other. I mean, I've been going to the car shows for about 2 or 3 years now, and he was one of the first people that kind of came up and introduced himself, and ever since we've just been friends, and now we're getting together. Even though we're not at car shows, we still get together and try to spend some time together and talk about Volkswagens. But let's go ahead and change the angle and ask him a few more questions. So one good question is, what is the feeling you get when you're driving like in the city or like in an urban area and you see people just watching your car and like taking pictures of it? What is that feeling like? Explain to other people who won't be able to understand to drive a vintage car. It doesn't even have to just be a Volkswagen. It can be an American car or anything, but just that feeling of a vintage car.
Yeah, you can't be a shy person, that's for sure. Because it's an attention grabber.
Yeah, I had mine for about 2 or 3 years, and then that small period of time, I remember just pulling up to a gas station or to like the grocery store, and people would just come up to you and just start talking, and I would be talking to people for like 20, 30 minutes, and it'd be to the point I'd be like, not to be rude or anything, but I have to walk away.
Yeah, no, I get it, I get that. Yeah, but hey, you gotta get used to like they stop, they want you to stop and they want to grab a picture of the car, or that's what I get mostly. It's fun.
Okay. Is this your daily driver?
No.
You have another car. You have a truck, right?
Yeah, a truck and a commuter.
How far do you commute?
I do like 50 miles round trip.
That's not bad.
And plus I go over a hill.
Yeah. But you drive for a living. You're a trucker, right?
Yeah.
How far have you driven this car?
LA.
You drove it all the way to LA?
Yeah, 9-hour drive.
That takes forever.
We left at midnight, and going up the Grapevine, I just remember going behind one of the semis. He was going, doing maybe 10 miles an hour.
And that's probably scary. Driving behind those semis or next to those semis on the grapevine is the scariest thing you can ever experience. And I usually drive to LA at nighttime. We usually leave here at like 5 o'clock. So by the time I get to the grapevine, it's always around like midnight or so. And it's the scariest thing ever. So imagine driving a Volkswagen. And that's where a lot of people break down, right?
Yeah, no, with a 1200 motor too.
Yeah. It's a well-known spot for everybody that goes to LA, for any of the shows in LA, that you could possibly break down in the grapevine. Yeah, how was that though? Were you scared that you were gonna break down? Were you ready to break down?
Yeah, I was ready to break down already.
You brought tools and everything?
Yeah. Except I was scared when I left the house. But once I got on the road, the fear went away.
And it was just like kind of like driving a normal car?
Yeah, it was the adventure. You know, that's what it turned into.
Okay. All right, I think we've been talking for a while. I think hopefully we have answered some of you guys' questions. One thing that I want you to say is the story that you told me about your tire and how it blew up in the freeway. I mean, I feel like that's a good way to close this out.
Well, both of the tires have blown out actually, but
both of them?
Yeah.
Different times?
Yeah, I think first I had the driver's side blowout, and then the second time I had the passenger tire blowout. So what's funny is that my daughter was in the back seat sleeping, my son's in the front, and we're blasting the music, and next thing you hear is pie, and the car starts fishtailing.
That's intense.
But,
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a fun car.
Is that the scariest thing you have experience on driving this car?
Yeah.
Okay. You haven't had any like huge engine problems or
you know what?
electrical problems?
No. So it's small. It's only a 1200, and this I've had no problems with it. It's 100% reliable.
Okay.
I take the car everywhere. I drive it. So, yeah. The only issues I've had with it is like clutch cable, stuff like that. But the motor's reliable.
A lot of people don't have any complaints with Volkswagens. I mean, they're pretty reliable cars, and if something breaks, like anyone says, like you can literally fix it yourself with a couple of tools. So, all right. Well, let's close this out. And the $1 million question is: I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but would you let me drive it?
Huh?
I don't want to get you in the spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch some shit right now.
I don't want to put you in the spot, but just all the way down there, and then we can come back, and then we'll close out this video. All right. Says no. I tried. That's all that matters. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and go back to the city. I think we're gonna maybe get some food.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, maybe get some food, and then I'll get some more shots of him rolling, and then we'll close out this video.
It was a lot of fun riding around with Ernesto in his 64 VW Beetle, but it was time to go back to my car. But before going back to my car, we had to stop at another parking lot in the same area where we shot the main video. And we have to make our way up this hill, and once we make it to the parking lot, you'll see why this parking lot is so special. I was able to get a good shot of Ernesto's car with the Golden Gate Bridge, and I was very happy with the final result, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys in just a minute. The car was not struggling at all. It was going up this hill quite quick and smooth, and here you go. This is the shot right here. As you guys can see, Ernesto's about to park his car. No, and it is not a handicap spot. Wink, wink. And there I am, pulling in the wagon. And here's the shot. Hope you guys enjoy the video. See you next time.